Hello people, so today we are going to talk about commanders. A commander is a kind of playstyle for Magic the Gathering. It's more, it's like Magic but different. So I'm going to assume that you can play Magic 60 card in a stock and the standard game, because a lot of the rules apply to commander as well. There are some really key differences though, and I'm going to dive into it right now. So okay, let's just go. First you need a commander for your deck, and your deck is 99 cards and a commander. That commander has to be legendary and a creature. There are some cards that are planewalkers that have may be a commander in their rules, but that's only cards, so you can read in that card and you understand that can be played as a commander as well. So for this example, I'm showing you Breya. She comes in a pre-constructed commander deck, and if you're brand spanking new to Commander and maybe Magic and want to try Commander, pre-constructed is a good way to start. So key points here, you see the mana cost of pair. So she's costing a white, a blue, a black and a red, and this means every card you have in your deck must exclude green. You can't have forest mana in your deck. So if you have another legendary like Hannah, you can only have white and blue in your deck, and of course colorless. So and she is a legendary, so you can make her and 99 other cards. The other difference in a commander deck is the 99 decks. The cards all need to be a single of that card. With one exception, it's the basic lands, that then you can have as many as you want. So if I want to have this warped landscape, I can only have one of this card in the deck. The same is true for creatures, artifacts, planewalkers, whatever gives. So that is the other rule. So that's more or less what Commander's about. And of course, you have a command zone where you lay down your cards. You have your commander in a. She will always be, or he, or that, will always be available for you in a zone. So it's kind of in your hand, but it's out so everybody can see, so you can see what the commander is and what mana you're playing. And to play her, he or that, you have to pay the mana, and then it goes on the playing field, comes into battle. When they die, they go back to the commanding zone. If they are shuffled into the library, you can make them go to command zone. If they're removed, I do believe they go into the command zone, and if they go up to hand, you can choose to go into command zone instead of. And next time you want to play it, if it's somehow getting back into the command zone, you have the penalty of 2 extra colorless mana. So if she has died twice, I'm going to have to pay 4 and the mana cost. And the same is true for Hannah that I showed you a little while ago. If she died once, she will be 3 instead of 1 colorless mana. So that is basically all you need to know, and of course some tips and tricks. Roughly have 40 mana generating stuff, basic lands. You probably want to have them in the 34 to 38, and mana rocks, thing that generate manas, so you have or finding mana or whatever. So it's about 40 that do something mana related. Of course, this will difference if you are a really cheap deck or a really costly deck. and then you have 60 cards you can play with. The other tips are you want some staples in your deck, so you have Sol Rings, you have Solemn Simulacrum, or what you called, that you want to have it in the decks. And let's see, you want dual lands, shock lands, pain lands to negotiate the cost. So this is really good. Sol Ring. Remember, you can only have one. And I can show you also. Here is the Planewalker with the reminder text that he can also be a commander. So there are, I think there are 5 Planewalkers that can be commanders as well. Alright, so that's probably what I want to say right now. Just looking through here if there's something else. Yeah, in every commander pre-construct deck you get the command tower. It's also a really good staple. It will produce the mana that your commander is, so that's good. Yeah, I think I'm not going to go too deep into what commander is in this. If you want, for some reason, ask questions, something you're wondering about, just ask in the comments, and I will try to respond to them as good as I can, and hopefully people will join up if they do know commander and help people do commander. It's a really social game. It's meant to play like 3 to I think 5 is the top. If you are over 5 players, it's going to be tedious. And I want to say competitive and casual decks. Competitive decks are, you know, infinite loops of something, instant win something, and just lock down the whole table. That is competitive decks, and all the rest are more casual. So that's just terms used in when people talk about commander. Why I include this in the video, I don't know. And I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye now.